Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica, and today I am reviewing the Fit Fully Yours Oksana. Oksana has been on my review queue for a while because it boasts a very impressive size range for a padded cup bra. Oftentimes when you see padded cups outside of maybe Polish variations, they usually are not available up to 46 bands or up to J cups in those 46 bands. And in fact, this one actually goes to, I think, L cups depending on the band size. I think 34 and 36 maybe, but I'll have that detailed information in the written review. So I was really excited to test it and see. Padded cups are a little bit more popular, I think, nowadays in America because they tend to offer innate nipple concealment. Even more so, popularity-wise, if they are also smooth in the cup, which this one is not, it does have a seam. And we get asked quite frequently, even by ladies in fuller cups, for those styles that have at least a little bit of extra lining to them. But the flip side is padding and molding and all of that other added component to the bra can sometimes decrease the fit. And that can be a problem. So you wind up getting exactly what you wanted as far as the padding goes, but then the bra's not supporting you or lifting you. And I was hoping that maybe Oksana would provide an alternative that I could recommend to our clients. Per usual, I am wearing my Fit Fully Yours size, which I consider to be a 36J in American or European. This would be a double G cup in UK, but since Fit Fully Yours uses the J, that's how I'll be referring to it. Every Fit Fully Yours bra I've tried has used a tougher fabric on the side. It's usually less stretch, and I think personally that the band size up from what I normally wear is more comfortable. So I went again with a 36J here, and the band size is perfect. I'm on the loosest set of hooks and it feels nice and comfortably snug. It's really anchoring to the body and providing a lot of boost from the bottom. The cup size is pretty good. I'm getting decent tacking towards the middle and the bottom of the center gore, but then when we get towards the top, it's starting to come away from the body a little bit. I attribute this because the shape of the cups here, which you might be able to see on the video, is sort of splayed. So it's kind of pushing the tissue away from the middle. And with my shape, most of the tissue is at the middle. So there's a lot more force coming directly towards the center. And the tissue is basically fighting back against being sort of separated into its own play corners. It wants to be more forward. However, the cup itself otherwise seems to be pretty good. I really don't have very much overflow. There's kind of maybe like a hint on this side right here. No gaping. The bottom of the cup, I'm filling out pretty well here. Got a little bit of extra space on the side. It is coming back a little bit further than what I would prefer. But overall, I would say that the J cup is the right size for me. Oksana uses a 3-section cup with light padding. So we have this upper section that kind of swoops here, and then you have the lower 2 sections with the vertical seam to give you the extra boost. The padding is pretty light, but it's thick enough to definitely do the nipple concealment that we talked about earlier. It also has a little bit of flexibility, I think, so this enables it to contour more evenly. And I think that the firmness of the exterior fabric that they have, coupled with the padding, really gives some good lift and shape. This is a definitely well-lifted, really structurally sound style. It also gives really good containment, so it has that sort of firmer upper cup. Now that can be a problem. So for me, I'm already starting to get, I think what I would classify a little bit more as that like downward point, and that's because I do have more upper firmness in the tissue. But if you have more balanced tissue, or you're more bottom heavy, or you're a softer tissue type, I think this will be great. And the softer tissue type in particular is one that usually has the most problems with padding or molding. A lot of times you get this extra sort of pocket at the top, and then you wind up sitting at the bottom of the cup, maybe in towards the center. And I think that the way Oksana is designed, that it would avoid that problem for you. But for me, it is just kind of trying to force some of this upper tissue downwards, and it's kind of creating that shape. That said, it's still really rounded, and underneath a t-shirt it looks pretty good, so I wouldn't necessarily rule it out even for me personally. My bigger thing is that it's definitely coming up into my arms right here, and because the fabric, both on the exterior as well as the padding, is a little stiffer, it's not giving as much when I move my arms, and for me that is a big time deal breaker. The wings on this are also really nice. They are like many of the Fit Fully Yours styles in that they are very firm, they don't have a lot of stretch, and I like that. It does mean I had to go up a band size, but I find that if a band is naturally very stretchy, then over time you have a higher elastic variable. So by that I mean you wind up either kind of stretching the bra out faster, or if you wear it back-to-back days, it can feel like it's too much of a stretch. You're not supposed to do that, but we've all done it. And with Fit Fully Yours, the fact that they use that less stretchy material in the wing, I feel like it just gives you that better anchorage and then that more longevity over time. The straps are actually pretty good placement for me. They're a little bit wider than I would like, but not bad. They adjust really well, which is important. I think full bust bras should be able to fully adjust, which I like. The back itself is really comfortable. It gives good anchorage, good lift. The center here is quite high though. This is a full coverage style. Now, some people love full coverage. I'm not a big fan of it. I like moderate to lower coverage styles. So I feel like this bra is like turtlenecking on me. It's really coming up high. The center gore is coming up pretty tall, again, which is influencing how it's fitting in the middle. Even the cups themselves are like that. But I'm not going to critique it because having that full coverage, one, does give you much more containment, especially if you're in those fuller cups. And two, this bra does go up to a 46J, so having that fuller coverage, particularly in a style like this, can really be an advantage to some of those other sizes. For me, I feel like it's a bit too much bra, but that doesn't mean that it wouldn't find a really nice audience with some of those other sizes, or for people who are just different from me, that like things that are higher, that like that coverage, that like that hold. So I really have to say that that's a smart decision on their part. You don't have to have a bra that's going to please everybody. There should be bras that cater to certain people, and I think Oksana definitely does this. The quality is, again, perfect. Fit Fully Yours, never found a quality problem with any of their bras. They're all amazing. I've never even had to return a bra to them for a customer. Like, they always are on point. And I think that says a lot about them as a company. The price on this is supposed to be $70, which to me is like a steal. Like, it's very hard to find a padded cup bra in general for fuller cups. And if you do, it's usually supposed to be $78 or $80. So at $70, this is a great price. The materials are really fantastic. They're comfortable, like I said, except for maybe this part right here. But that's, again, more of a height issue. Aesthetically, it's a beige bra. Beige is not really my favorite color. So I wouldn't go crazy about it, but I do like that they've created this nice little crosshatch pattern. I think it adds something different. A lot of times you see like the same sort of notes over and over, like florals or whatever. This is a cool geometric, and it's got like a cream threading through it, so it kind of contrasts a little bit without creating too much of a distinction. And I like the little detail here in the middle, really cute. Overall, really good style. I'm actually really excited to try it on some of my customers who are in different sizes than me, especially maybe some of those doing like 40 through 46 bands, to see how that's going to fit and how it's going to lift over time. But from my initial assessment of it, really excellent style. Definitely check into it if you have that like softer tissue, or you're looking for something padded with a lot of support and a lot of lift, or again, if you just want something a little bit different. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. My email address is sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our blog, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram for all the latest news and event information. And thanks for watching.